I was nervous as I walked up to his throne.
I might just be a servant among lords, but don't think for a moment I don't take my duties as seriously as the Jarl himself takes his.
Greetings, Bretherin, it's Commander Crawbuck here, and I am at the fabulous Dragonsreach.
Ain't nobody high and mighty in these halls, except in the Jarl. And don't you forget.
And there are the cranky old scullery maids, I expect. I am just going to be talking to the Jarl. Hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I've enjoyed making it, with improved sound quality again. Let us go and meet the Jarl and see if he has any answers to this mystery.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
Unfortunately.
I should have guessed Ulfric would be mixed up in this. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
That is a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Hopefully Farengar would be more helpful. As much as the good intentions of the Jarls were, there was not much that he could do. Send a few troops to defend the villages and hamlets in his hold, but there was nothing he could truly do to combat these dragons. I would find out how we would just now.
Farengar, I think I found something to help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
I am not a courier. Good sir.
You're eager to begin your adventure. Excellent. The sooner begun, the sooner done, eh? I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A Dragonstone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
I need to
Off
get
to
away.
Bleak Falls Barrow with you. The Jarl
Anything
is
we can
not
use to fight this dragon, or dragons. We need it quickly, before it's too late.
Of course, Jarl Valgruf. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure he will prove most useful.
Succeed in this, and you'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt.
But when would it be too late? That was the question. I was being sent to fetch something like a mere courier. I felt demeaned. How was I to know what would happen? I saw the stars glisten as I exit Dragonsreach and down the stairs. I knew that Riverwood, the walk to Riverwood,
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a
would not be difficult. I I decided to equip my armor that I had been gifted, and once I put it on, it felt like normal. It felt like I'd worn it my entire life and been accustomed to it.
Got some good people here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
Yes, Housecarl.
Damn those Greymaids to oblivion. They want to back the storm cloaks. They'll get what's coming to them.
I can't afford to send anyone else, and we don't know where the dragon is. Your main job will be to keep an eye out and get the people to safety if the town is attacked. I don't expect the three of you to fight off a dragon by yourselves, but I do expect you to do your duty.
Of course. We'll keep Riverwood safe. You can count on it. Let's move out. Time's a-wasting.
Pig sticker like that's not going to get you far. Best visit the blacksmith.
How would he be right when he would be saying it with a tinge of irony in his voice? 3 soldiers sent to patrol and defend a village. This was why the Jarl would not be much help. This was why that I had to do my bit. My destiny was unfurling fast. Ever so fast. Back in Riverwood. I did not know the gravity of the situation. How was I know what I was to face? From here, the barrow didn't seem that daunting. Oh, was I wrong? I was so very wrong. But I was equipped with a sword and the will to do what was right. And it would not be a long way. But in the dead of night, it was as scary as anything. I was not traditionally a fearful man, and I was ready for a fight if I had to. But killing never gets easier. Well, killing humans at least never got easier. Hunting animals was never hard. Never. Beautiful stars. Another statement of beauty of the landscape in contrast to the ugliness of the people. These stars didn't show bitter hatred or resentment towards the land. It complemented it. I saw an old abandoned tower. Not so abandoned. Whoa.
I'm warning you. Back
That's
up.
close enough.
Now ain't this a surprise?
That your best?
Oh.
what you've got.
I cannot best you.
How ironic it was that the archer had skewered their own man, or woman as it seemed. Did not intend to fight, but given the opportunity I thought it was only right. I checked my equipment for anything better. I equipped my iron helmet, took her iron boots. It made me think of the boots I had worn in Bruma, but then I dismissed it, trying to distract myself, thinking about the task ahead. Oh, how hard that was. How interesting what loot they'd got. Was fairly mundane apart from a scroll of blizzard, which may or may not be useful in the coming days ahead. I could sell it if I ever needed any money. So on my way to the barrow, I took a steel sword and dropped my iron sword as some sort of memento at this moment, and re-equipped my iron shield. I needed to be on my wits. If there were more bandits about, I knew there would be inevitability of bloodshed. And as I said before, bloodshed, although I was not afraid of, never got easier. And the death vulture circled. Oh no.
What you gonna do, huh? What you gonna do?
Mercy on you!
Why should I have mercy on them? Letting the bandit to shew me no mercy in the past. I had no lust or zeal to pickpocket them, despite the fact that they would have done the same to me. The grand doors stood before me dauntingly. Light shone through the cracks of the worn-out ruins. A bandit lay on the floor. I prepared my guard. I did not understand how they couldn't see me. They were very unintelligent bandits. Or they were half blind.
Huh? Time to end this little game.
Take me?
White,
Damn you! That's it? That's your best?
These were very unintelligent bandits, so they deserved to be stripped of all of the things that they possessed. They had obviously done a lot of slaughtering of skeevers, although I saw no proper evidence of them using them as food. They would have had to been very desperate to come up here. And who was this person they were talking about? Under the Golden Claw. What was a Golden Claw, and what was it used for? I thought I must drop my equipment that I didn't need, so to stay as quiet as I possibly could. Again, with the steel, like the steel armor, my body felt accustomed to the weight of the banded iron shield. Burial urns. I'd never been in a tomb before, let alone a Nordic tomb. But I somehow proceeded, despite the fact I was not knowing where I was heading into. And that was most probably for the best.
You're mine! Do your work! It's nothing! Let's see what you've got! Oh, no!
Puzzle where the roof had collapsed, there lay a snake. I pressed this to see if it worked. Well, it obviously did not. 3 pillars here, they had to align with these 3 up here. That was evident enough. So I pushed the first pillar once to a snake. I pushed the second pillar to a snake, and I pushed the third pillar to a fish, and then pulled the lever, praying not to get pierced with more poisoned arrows. No arrows came shooting. The gate opened. More enemies. I feared for what was coming next. Oh, it was just skeevers. They looked like they would be no threats, so I took some time to inspect what was in these chests and ransacked them all, not unlike a common thief. Ouch, I should have looked where I was going. Ah. Immediately I felt disease run through my veins. I would later find I had caught ataxia, but then I didn't care. I was intent on proceeding forwards.
Is someone coming? Is that you, Hartnir? Bjorn? Soling? I know I ran ahead of the call, but I need help.
The frost spider's den, like I'd seen at Helgen. This would not be a good fight. And so I hacked away. And there lay the Dunmer, trapped.
Kill it! Kill it! Keep it away from me!
I see that I was not going to win this, so I retreated to heal.
Get it away from me!
The Dunmer seemed in no immediate danger. I just had to take this strategically. I decided to take pot shots at him. And although I was not the best with a bow and arrow,
Keep it away from me!
I could at least do some damage to it.
Keep it away from me! Keep it away from me! Kill it! Kill it! Get it away from me! Get it away! Get it away from me! Get it away!
This was not cowardice, this was strategy. But how interesting.
Don't leave me for a sake.
More spider
Get me
eggs,
down! Get me
potential
down!
ingredients in the future.
Don't leave me for arcane sake.
From what I had heard of this guy, it looked like he could afford to stay there just a little longer.
Let me out of here! Help me out of here! You did it. You killed it. Now cut me down before anything else shows up.
Where is
Yes,
Golden
the
Claw?
claw. I know how it works. The claw, the markings, the door in the Hall of Stories. I know how they all fit together. Help me down and I'll show you. You won't believe the power the Nords have hidden there. Sweet breath of Arcade, thank you. You, over here. It's coming loose. I can feel it. Why should I share the treasure with anyone?
From the sound of him, he was traitorous. I took the Golden Claw, a massive claw made out of gold, ironically, and proceeded forwards. Now that I had the key, I must find the Hall of Stories. Sounded interesting, but I knew there was only one way to go, forward. Later, I would read his journal, find out what he says about all this. But now, I stepped into the burial crypts of the ancient Nords. Oh dear.